Perfectionists often have difficult childhood experiences, or at least difficult life experiences. And this is why. When we're children, we typically don't have a lot of control. And so we need to be liked as children. This is actually an evolutionary need for children. And a lot of us don't realize this. So children typically don't have the best survival rate in the history of human beings. Human children are very fragile. And so in order to survive, children need to be liked by the individuals around them. And if they do not perceive themselves as liked by the individuals around them, this typically results in a very big fear response, because in evolutionary context, we need to be liked in order to survive, because human children are fragile. And so when you were a child, and if you grew up in a difficult environment or in an environment with a lot of criticism, this was triggered for you. You realized, oh no, I might not be liked, and if I am not liked, that is immediate danger. And that resulted in a massive fear response. Therefore, you decided to change yourself as much as you can to be as liked as possible. And so your mind essentially formed in order to function in this way at a very young and critical age when the mind was forming. And you have a mind that monitors everyone around you and monitors all of the expectations, whether it's from your colleagues, your boss, your partner, your organization, and wants you to be exactly just so in order to survive. And if you're not just so, you often have a massive fear response. And this fear response is rooted to this evolutionary need to be liked in childhood. And it doesn't just go away because the mind forms in a particular way. It forms neuronal connections in childhood, and then those neuronal connections stay. You continue to perform those same habits, those same mental habits. And so if you're a perfectionist, this typically is a lot deeper than just wanting things to be a certain way. This typically is a response to a difficult environment that you encountered when you were younger. And it requires a lot of rewiring of the mind to function in a way that doesn't perceive people criticizing you or people thinking you didn't do a good job or a perfect job as a massive, massive threat. Because if you are like this, you typically experience a very strong emotional flooding of fear if you don't do everything just so, or if you receive any even small type of criticism, or even if you receive neutral feedback, you often have this very strong fear response. And for a lot of people, they don't understand why they have this traumatic affect of this complete flooding of fear. And it's because of this reason. Is the sequence kind of goes like, children need to be liked to survive. If you perceive yourself to not be liked, you experience very strong negative emotions of fear, and this wires into the brain. You continuously do things to try to control the individuals around you so that they like you, so that you maintain safety. And this wires in the brain as a child, and then you continue with this pattern as an adult. So if you're someone that's experiencing this is something that can be overcome. I encourage you to schedule an intro session and we can talk about it more.